Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. So this is a bit of a weird video. I'll be open and honest with it. It's a bit of a weird video, which is I do this often on my live streams. It's an eclectic mesh of different things coming together to tell one central idea, which is what this is, and it's a I don't know, what will this be mostly classed as? A religious idea, a political idea, a movie idea. There are three different aspects of looking at it. I don't know which one it is. I think it's all three are the same one, right? Essentially, look, this is my journey of understanding the movie The Mission, which is a great movie. I've got to rewatch it. I haven't seen it in years and years and years, but I had a real problem with that. And the recent midterm elections and the ensuing confusion, which is where we are right now when I'm recording this, which is Sunday, November the 13th. I think produced quite a lot of religious confusion throughout the world, which is what I basically deal with in this eclectic. I think the Christian word is homily. If you count bits of Doctor Who and movie lore as your source material. But I think I've uncovered something. A thought I should say. I think that really profoundly explains what faith is. What faith is and how to navigate through it, right? So so I thought it was worth putting out as a separate video. I just don't know how to quantify it or categorize it. I hope you enjoy it, right? I hope you enjoy it. If you're a person of faith, let me know what you think, right? Like, share, subscribe. All that is fantastic. If you're a person of not faith, let me know what you think. There should be a window onto a foreign worldview. So like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. And sign up my Substack, my email newsletter. It goes out every day. And sign up my my paid Substack, basically the same thing, but you pay me for it. I should have come up with a better pitch than that, but I really haven't. Okay, so that's where we are with that. Like, share, subscribe, comment, sign up my Substack. I think all those things are good to mention, and we have mentioned them. So now let me hand over. This was from my live stream, not last night, about a week ago. Right, it was was it Wednesday or I can't remember. But I was just thinking about, I don't normally think about these things after I do them, right? But I was thinking about, that should be put out as a separate video. Maybe no one's going to watch it, right? Maybe no one's going to watch it. I don't know. Maybe you will. Maybe you'll enjoy it. I don't know. Who knows what dares to dream? Let me hand over to me from whenever I did this live stream. I have a completely different take on the ending of the movie The Mission. Have you ever seen The Mission? Freaking awesome movie, okay? It's genre, it should be genre, but it isn't. It's historical. It's Robert De Niro. He plays a slaver in 15th century Brazil or somewhere. I am bloody know. That's based on Peru. I have no idea, right? And Jeremy Irons is a Jesuit priest. So there's this tension between them at first. Was Jeremy Irons wants to convert them to the natives to Christianity, and therefore put them out the reach of the slavers, right? And the slavers don't like that. Yeah, that's my job, mate. They're not. So you have that tension set up, but all this is told in flashback with what's his name? Ray McNally, right? Ray McNally. So I thought it was somebody different. Yeah, so it's Ray McNally, telling all this in flashback. So then Robert De Niro's character, right? Robert De Niro's character, he gets into a duel with his brother. His brother is sleeping with his fiance girlfriend. Something along those lines. And they get in the duel, and in a fit of anger, he kills him, right? So then he's laden with remorse, right? So eventually he's withering away, dying. Basically, he doesn't want to live. He doesn't do anything. He just he's basically in a cell dying. 6 months later, or sometime later, and Jeremy Irons comes to see him, right, as a Jesuit priest. and he says, look, there's no penance for me. I killed my brother, right? I killed my brother. And Jeremy Irons is like, but dare you try it, right? Dare you try it? It's really good, right? And so he tries to do his penance. He becomes a priest, right? And because it's not just for the killing of the brother, it's for the life of enslaving people, right? So then there's this awesome bit, right? There's this. Oh, the whole thing starts off, by the way. I've got to tell you what the bit you probably know is whenever a priest goes up over the river to try and over the waterfalls to try and convert the natives. They normally kill them, right? So this one went so it starts off with this priest tied to a giant cross going down this waterfall, right? To kill him essentially. But very cinematic. It looks beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So anyway, Jeremy Irons, in the meantime, has gone up over these falls to try and bring the word of Jesus to these natives, right? And the way he does it is because he has a flute, and he finds out they like music, right? So he's playing the flute, and the music is beautiful. Oh my God! Okay, it's a great soundtrack to get. Right, or if it's on Spotify or whatever you're on, the mission set it is beautiful beyond beautiful, right? And he said, if I had a full orchestra, I could convert to the whole continent, right? It's incredible. So he's building a mission above the falls. So there's this like political machinations going on between I don't know where Spain and Portugal, whoever, doesn't matter. I mean, I guess it does, but it doesn't. But anyway, so they're basically they decide to build this mission above the falls, right? And as his penance, Robert De Niro has this massive sack of armor that he's climbing. He's got attached to him as he climbs up to make it harder for himself, right? And it's like that's in the middle of the movie, is climbing up the falls slowly, right? And he's with Liam Neeson's in it, right? Young Liam Neeson's in it. So at one point they hack it off him, and he's like, you say, you've done enough, you don't have to do it anymore. And he like glares at them, and he goes back, climbs back down to get it, right? It's wild. Eventually they make it to the top, right? They make it to the top, and again, just beautiful scene, right? This is I cried in this scene, right? And it's a crying scene, especially if you're a big softy like me. But so he gets to the top of the falls, right? And he's got this big heavy thing, he's been carrying, and he's like gets to the top, he's heaving, and these little native kid comes up, and they see him, and they see he's got this thing tied to him, so they just like undo it and they throw it away. And the same way, like they're throwing away his burden, his guilt, right? He feels like he's been redeemed. So incredible, fantastic music as well. Anyway, so they build this mission, and now he's a Jesuit priest. But now the mission is a political hot potato, because it's about some land dispute between So they say you can leave. There's not going to be any slaving, right? So while this is going on, he as a Jesuit priest stands up and says, "No, that's a lie. I'm a slaver," right? And so he's got to apologize for that, because he's like, you can't insult someone but hide behind the cloth, right? So he orders him to but basically, a push comes to shove, right? And they send the army in, right? They hand the mission over. They tell the priest to leave, then the priest decides to stay, right? And Robert De Niro, and this is the central point of the movie. We're getting to it right now. Robert De Niro wants to lead a violent defense, right, against the incoming army. And he knows how to do it. He's like a mercenary. He's trained the natives. So that's just awesome. By the way, that whole bit is fantastic. So, and I've never understood this till now, right? I've never understood this till now. Jeremy Irons goes and I don't know. Father Miller will know what he's doing. He's like got his old stuff on and maths. I know what he's doing, right? It looks, religiously. I mean, he's carrying a giant cross, wearing robes. I guess that's religious, right? But he looked at right, and he's doing it, and he's killed doing it, but he won't stop doing it. Right, he's killed doing it, and I was thought, well, that's a schmuck. Like what? Why? I mean, like what? I mean, like we have this idea in Judaism, right, which is called a roda. If you know someone's going to come and kill you at 6 in the morning, you get up at 5 and you kill him. Right? That's it's a Jewish thing. Yeah. That explains the Israeli army quite a lot, actually. I thought, there's ways he could have just avoided the situation. He didn't have to die, right? So then I've been thinking about faith, right? The nature of faith, quite deeply, really, over the last few days. The midterm elections, while they were successful, was a massive kick in the balls, right? Was a massive kick in the balls to particularly religious people, right? Making me think it probably was a deliberate kick in the balls. It wasn't just like, what happened was really what the normative prediction said. I mean, I still think things are going to go well in Arizona, and I would like to see Blake Masters win. I would really like to see him come back from the dead, but don't look likely, right? Don't look likely. I don't know. I wish him the best. I do hope that he closes that gap. Anyway, but they're being such cunts, right? They're dragging out this vote. Right. I mean, firstly, it wasn't the red tsunami that we were told it was going to be. I was like, see, I'm not looking at it in terms of politics. I'm looking in terms of godly stuff, right? And I just thought that was a indication of a withering of the powers of evil, right? Essentially, the analogy is of the turmoil at the end of days and the coming of the Messianic age. Is that the Satan is dying, right? And these are what's going on now is his dying breath, right? This is his last shot, right? And so when he doesn't have power to protect, this, I think, completely evil worldview, right? I think, look, I mean, I am not just in favor of, lean strongly towards normative left-wing politics, right? I think we should look after each other. It's like, that's good, right? I like having the national health when I was a kid. I thought that was a good thing. I'm sorry it's being fucked over now, right? I mean, just it seems to me, the more people get involved in stuff, the less well they work, right? It's just okay, what do you do in 1940? Because it seemed to work fine then. Let's just do that, okay? Let's just do that, right? But that would be my solution anyway. But I'm on board. It's I think people should have the right to be entrepreneurs, make a living, take a gamble, right? Earn money off the sweat of their own back. I think people should be able to be rewarded for their labors, right? And I think capitalism offers that. The generational wealth is a problem. I think that makes for shitty people, generally speaking. But hey, look, I'm all in favor of it now, but leftism now it's like this evil everything. It just this evil cult of insanity. This baby killing, child sterilizing, anti-marriage, anti-family, anti-gender, anti-any there is nothing good about them, right? There's nothing good about them. I mean, never. They're always smug in victory and vicious in defeat, right? It's like this. They are the awful kids in schools that got participation trophies when they should have got sent home for being cunts. They say, Mr. and Mrs. Jeremy, please come in. Yeah, we want to talk about, are you Jeremy's mummy and daddy? Yeah, we want to talk about Jeremy. What's the problem? Well, we've done some tests. I'm afraid to tell you, your son is a cunt. Yeah, really? Yeah, he is a cunt. Are you a pussy? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I could tell. I could tell. How? Because your son's a cunt, right? So that's basically how it works, right? Man, how do I get over here? Last I remember, I was talking about the mission. Anyway, let's get back to the mission, right? Yeah, so Jeremy Irons dies during this thing, right? I was talking about the midterms, right? So it was a kick in the balls. It was a kick, it was particularly for religious people, because again, I thought this was like a major crumbling of the of Satan. I thought Satan was dying. I was like, whoa, this is a big deal. And nothing. And it's like another one, right? I mean, really, right over the Jewish New Year, we had Nord Stream 2, right? Go down, where Biden blew it up, right? Essentially, from what I can see, it seems to me, a likely case scenario. Biden, I think, used the Polish, blew it up. Essentially, bitch slapping Biden, right? And Biden just says, "I'm going to take it. Yeah, I'll take it." It's weird. You wouldn't have thought that. And he's, oh man, it is not going well, is it, in Ukraine for him? Is it? Yeah, who knows? But yeah, I thought there was gonna be nuclear war. No, I keep getting revved up for shit, and I was like, oh God, let me take it easy, man. Really? Oh, so yeah. So I was like, God, why are you tickling our balls? At this point, it could be said you're being a dick. What? I mean, like, it's one thing that the results be the results they are, but what? Wait. Why tease me? That's going to be awesome. What? I was minding my own business. As we say in Judaism, lahavdil. So I was thinking about the nature of faith because of that, right? Like, what is it? What is a test of faith? What, like, and essentially it's like this, I believe. It's the world we live in isn't real. I mean, it's real, but it's not totally real. It's not as real as you think it is. Kind of like the Matrix is a very good analogy for it. I have to tell you, I'm in the mood to watch Matrix Resurrections or whatever it was. I thought that was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I did. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, I think the world is a construct, right? I mean, it's real, but it's only slightly more real than fiction. Okay, that's the best way I can describe it. Yeah, it's marginally more real than fiction. Sometimes. So the purpose of this construct is to see truth, right? The truth is God, right? God is basically the force. It's a state in which we exist, right? And that again, that's the function of us being in this reality, right? To see beyond it, right? So the more, what do we say evil is? Okay, evil is the absence of light. All right, that's the Kabbalistic analogy. So what's that mean, right? Let's say you got a room with a light bulb in it, or let me say, look like a little pretty, like a nice like nightstand lamp, right? So and then you have like a curtain, like a gauze curtain, right? So you can still see it, but it's like, and then you put another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. That's what evil is, right? Evil is blocking out the light of reality, the light of the state that is God, for want of a better word, right? So, and it's very hard to see that state, right? Because the world's kind of shitty. And that's a function of the world being kind of shitty. That's what faith is, right? Well, in Judaism we call it emunah, belief, right? That's what that is. It's a belief that that is there beyond all reality, right? So yeah, I think a lot of people were like, especially if you're religious, felt kicked. People I speak to felt kicked in the balls, right? Even though it's going quite well, right? I mean, they're teasing out the results slowly. It feels like we've been a victim of a psyop to a certain extent, doesn't it? It feels like I was manipulated into feeling this way, right? Right, but I mean, like, I don't think Dr. Oz had a chance of winning in whatever it was. I mean, I don't like Dr. Oz anyway. I'm not up for gender affirming care that includes non-elective. That includes elective surgery, particularly surgery that could prohibit reproduction. Right, the ability to have and nurture children, which would also mean, having a double mastectomy would do that. It blows my mind, right? I'm not on board for that. Dr. Oz is, right? So I think Dr. Oz is a disingenuous piece of shit. Never met him. That's just the vibe I get, right? The vibe I get is disingenuous piece of shit, right? Maybe he's a very nice guy. Maybe he's putting out a disingenuous piece of shit vibe, right? I thought he was better than, Cousin It. Whatever. Like the Shrek guy with the brain that didn't work. Really? I mean, like, that guy won. Good night. He started the debate and it said, "Good night, everybody." I mean, like, that really happened. Like, and he still won. Okay? Not saying I like Dr. Oz. Dr. Oz, again, seems a bit of a cunt to me. I don't know. Never met him. Could be. That's the kind of whiff. If I was in a room with Dr. Oz, I'll go, smells like a bit of a cunt to me, and not in a good way. But still Fetterman. I mean, his brain literally doesn't work. That implies that there's something wrong with the electoral system, right? That implies there might be and I don't know. I think all these ballot harvesting might not be kosher. I think all that sort of stuff. I think I think you should do same day voting, single day voting with pieces of paper. Right? That's what I think you should do. Okay? And you count in your little precinct. I think pieces of paper, right? The electronic, it's not working out, right? What do you want me to tell you? It's not working out. Okay? Go back to the little bits of paper. That was fine. We found out that night. But they're teasing out the result because this definitely does feel like a psyop because they're gonna. It was Carrie Lake's gonna win, but they want to make it deflated. This is actually designed to take out Trump more than anything else, right? I think the inflation of excitement is designed to be a Trump killer, which they're totally trying to get it to do. I mean, will it work? Could do. I don't know. I think he's announcing in 5 days, right? It really is up to DeSantis, isn't it? I mean, nobody else stands a chance. DeSantis doesn't seem like he wants to. I mean, I like DeSantis a lot. I think if you want to win, you run DeSantis. No question. Yeah, but what can you do? Anyway, I digress. So I finally understood, right, what because I thought deeply about what faith is, what Amuna is, right? So I finally understood what Jeremy Irons was doing at the end of the mission, right, when he was doing his religious service and was killed doing it, right? He was denying the reality, this physical reality, and just seeing the reality of that state which is God, right? That's what it is, and that's what faith is. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.